There are two ways to move quickly in the military. One is by being competent and well-liked. The other is being get rid of. For me, Theodor Eberle, it is the second. The only reputation I've made for myself in training is for my indignant scowl, an inability to radiate anything other than simmering mistrust and melancholic disappointment. I joined the Luftwaffe because it was the best way I could think of to get away from my destiny of ending up in the family business. The realities of Luftwaffe ground training, however, and the people I met there soon confirmed that here as well, I would be a fork in a bowl of soup. I am too sensitive and pensive to endure the drudgery of military schools without resistance, and after about 10 months in, the inevitable happened. After a particularly night of heavy drinking, I broke down and I was disobedient and belligerent towards an instructor I had disliked from the start. I was looking at severe disciplinary action. The relentless rate of losses from the beginning of the Russian campaign, however, made demands which the flying training organization found almost impossible to meet. Luftwaffe casualties and aircrew of all categories were more than could be replaced. I was presented with a choice: face disciplinary action and never fly again, or transfer to an Ergänzungseinheit in Russia immediately. My training was incomplete, but the operational training unit would bring me up to the necessary standard. At first, the long journey to the east felt like a relief, an adventure even. The long hours of staring out of the train were a welcome reprieve from the oppressive stress I'd felt in the training units. This, however, changed during the last stage of the journey. I wasn't flown in. Instead, I was made to travel with a logistics company. The 3rd Panzer Group under Hermann Hof is pushing hard towards Rzhev. And from what I hear, our forces have encircled formidable amounts of Russians near Vyazma. But from where I'm sitting, all I see is kilometer after kilometer of bad roads and the debris of war. At times, we can hear distant battle noises, like fireworks a few villages away, but with a nasty bite to them. I feel stupid and try not to despair. A life in the family office seems like heaven now. What have I done? At last we arrive at Sichevka airfield. To my surprise, the first staff I meet turn out to be Spaniards of the Spanish Staffel of Lehrgeschwader 2. I'm soon brought before Hauptmann Meixner. Despite it being clear that he has other things on his mind, he speaks to me in a formal but calm and respectful tone. I am told there will be no immediate opportunity for extra training, but I'll be taken under the wing of experienced pilots. My current level of training should be enough to fly the 109 E7 in basic ground attack roles. Every man is required to do his part, and experience will come soon enough. The next morning, Feldwebel Schenk and myself will go up with Lieutenant Kajas and Lieutenant Kinzinger, 2 rookies under the care of 2 veterans. I'm glad not to be kept waiting for long. Action kills thought. So here we are in the cockpit of the Bf 109 E7. Now, in the time frame of this game, IL-2 Sturmovik, this is quite an early campaign. This is Battle for Moscow, so we're in part of Operation Typhoon. But even in Operation Typhoon, you will know that the Bf 109 E7 is actually quite an old model. Now, in this time frame, the F models, the F2 and the F4, are coming to service in the fighter units, but the E7 is still being used by fighter bomber units, and the way to recognize the E7 is by looking at these cannons sticking out of the wing. Now in the later models we have a cannon firing through the motor hub, and this is much more accurate since you are firing inline. The problem here with these cannons is that you need to set their convergence, and they need to converge somewhere in front of you. And if you're fighting as a fighter bomber, this also means that you need them to be quite long range, far convergence for your ground targets, but if you want to hit anything in the sky, you need a lot shorter conversion. So that's a bit tricky to set. Also, these things only have about 60 rounds. It's quite difficult. And there you see my colleagues with a 250 kilogram bomb under their wings, under their belly. Excuse me. And our mission today is to fly north and to bomb an airfield just west of Kalin, if I'm not mistaken. No, so just west of Rzhev. Now we are getting some callouts here. There's definitely some air combat going on. Not exactly seeing anything threatening us at the moment. But we have a bit of flag going on as we come across the front lines here, and there we go. Just in front of us you can see the tracer. Probably can't see this on YouTube, but yeah, we definitely have a dogfight going on here. So let's keep an eye on the situation. Hopefully we will not get intercepted before we had a chance to release our bombs. As we are approaching the target, let's talk about some more settings here. So I am playing IL-2 Sturmovik using Track IR. So as you can notice, I can just freely move around my head. This is using a Track IR on my headphones, and I absolutely love this thing. I absolutely love it. It makes it feel so much more natural. The only thing to get used to is actually trying to look around behind you and stuff like that, because the Track IR exaggerates your movement. Oh, what is that? Look here, hopefully that is our escort. It's very hard for me to tell. Might also not be our escort. Oh, there's a lot of planes out there. It's a lovely crisp day here in early October. There's almost no wind today, almost no clouds. We only have a light frost going on, -2 degrees Celsius at ground level. Approaches of Rzhev, a place that will later become famous for something called the Rzhev meat grinder. The bulge in the German lines where the Soviets are going to lose a lot of people trying to squeeze them out. But in either case, for us, that is far into the future. So for those of you knowing IL-2, I'm not using any markers, I'm not using any maps, so I need to do full navigation myself. I am using TechnoChat though to get a little more hints on the whole engine management thing, but besides that, I'm playing on medium difficulty, medium battlefield density. So yeah, we have a relatively busy sky, and I need to spot all the enemies myself. I need to identify them myself, which I'm not super used to, so this is going to be quite the challenge for me, this level of difficulty. I do enjoy playing on higher difficulty settings for the simulation aspect. So yeah, I'm keeping my head on a swivel, just scanning the sky, because we have had some air combat close to us. I'll keep you guys posted once we get closer to the target. Just spotted 2 dots just ahead of us. 3 of them. In any case, I don't know what they are. There we go. Our attack is going in. I'm going to put my ATA on slightly over 1.2. 1.2 with his combat power. There we can see the airfield down below us. And it looks to me like they have a bunch of aircraft lined up there, so this might be the perfect target. Let's try to go for that. Right, pull back on the throttle. Those are the bombs of my colleagues going in. Give it a little bit of left rudder. I'm gonna try to aim my bomb just in the middle of those. Release. Throttle, extend. Stay low. What is that? I-16s, some Peshkas. Try to avoid a flag by staying low. Trying to maximize what they need to traverse to hit me. Okay. Let's go have a little look here. See if we can do some strafing. What is that? These are 109s. Right. And engine management slightly over 1.2 ATA. ATA. Engaging fighters. Seems to be furball down there. This is very difficult without markings. Yeah, that's an I-16, I think. Oh my god, I'm being shot at. Yeah, that is 100% an I-16. Let's try to get behind it. Going way too fast. Yeah, that's an I-16. It's pulling up. Trying to follow it. Come on. Ooh, and I'm being shot at myself. Stalling. I try to recover this stall. Give some right rudder. That's it. Get some speed. Pull up slightly. Right, there we go. Okay, stall recovered. What do we have going on here? Still being shot at. Trying to dive and extend away. I should be quite a bit faster than these I-16s. Currently going way over 400 kilometers per hour. Might also be flagged that I'm seeing. Okay, let's try to get away from over this airfield here. Yeah, looks like an I-16 to me. Gonna try to catch up with him. Doesn't look like I'm being followed by anything but flak. Give it a bit more power. The flak is now quite dense. Right, let's see here, okay. That's an I-16. Don't think I'm being followed. It's very difficult to see. Oh, that's one of my colleagues. Oh, that's one of my colleagues. Trying to get on the tail of this I-16 here, but quite risky. Seems to be multiple of them. Try not to go too fast. Easing back on the throttle a little bit. Hits. Got it. I think I got it. No time to check out. Stay aware of your surroundings here. It seems like I got it. Okay, in either case, I'm now heading south. I'm gonna try to get some altitude. Shallow climb. I'm trying to step on my ball here. The little ball you see in the bank indicator. So I stay in coordinated flight. Okay. There's something there to my right behind me. Let's go have a look there. Okay, I seem to have lost track of it, whatever it was. But not for 1 second. Never stay level for too long. Okay, seem to have lost track of it. Let's go back to the southern heading. And there we go. Bearing 180. This would be a good time to locate. So the little town that I'm seeing here on my left hand side, that is Zubtsov, 100%. So okay, I'm just very close to Zubtsov, so I need to head slightly more towards the southwest. So I'm going to change my heading up slightly. That way. And I'm going to initiate a slight climb so as to get more initiative. Okay, next thing I'm seeing in the landscape is these braided rivers with the 2 branches. And then I would need to see this big bend with a bridge in front of it. And I should stay... yeah, I should stay westish from that position. But yeah, there we go. That's the 2 braids. So the first one, the second one. And then we got that bridge down there far. And then in the distance I'm seeing more braiding, and that is where my airfield should be. Oh, we have contacts out to the right. What is this? That is at least 3 of them, so yeah, I'm not sure I want to turn into them. I have no idea what it is. Let's have a look here at my ammo counters. I have 28 cannon rounds left. That's not a lot. Yeah, whatever that is, I'm not going to go mess with it now. I think I've tried my luck enough for my first mission. I'm going to try to make it home alive. Oh yes, I'm not about to go attack or approach 4 unknown airplanes myself. Can forget about that. I just hope that they will not be coming any closer, so I don't get jumped while I'm trying to land here. In the meanwhile, we are seeing our airfield down there, which is great, but we're also picking up some more contacts. Again, no idea if these are friendlies. Okay, from what I can see, I suspect these to be 109s. In any case, let's try to land. So there's the airfield, throttle back. And I just need to bleed up a whole bunch of speed. Going almost, yeah, 350 kilometers per hour. Let's focus on landing. Right, spiraling down, 300 kilometers per hour. Let's drop our gear. Get some extra air friction. We are going way too fast. Let's do some violent maneuvering to bleed off some speed. Start dropping some flaps. Yeah, we have our AA firing down there. Yeah, that's a botch. Okay, I'm gonna go around. Let's not forget to bring in the flaps. What is that? It's a 109. And that's not a 109. Okay, two 109s. All of those look to be the 109s. I got five 109s close to the airfield. I'm gonna try to go in for a landing. It's a flare coming up. Okay, reduce throttle. Let's yank my rudder all the way to one side. Now let's yank it all the way to the other side. Trying to create as much drag as I can. I'm gonna try to go left. With my rudder yanked all the way. That's it, bleeding speed like hell. Very good. Okay, rudder in neutral. Lower gear. Throttle back. Doing some more violent maneuvering just to bleed off some more speed. I'm going to start dropping down some flaps. Very nice. Speed is dropping drastically now, so I'm going to level off, give it a little bit of power, keep dropping flaps, apply some rudder to align with the runway. Yeah, that's it. Okay, throttle all the way back. Flaps are deployed. Okay, focus on getting a 3-point position. Pull back on the throttle. Sorry, pull back on the stick. Okay, that's not too bad. Air alarm is still going off. And apply some brakes. And that's it, we're on the ground. Let's get off the runway. Well, that was quite a chaotic, quite uncertain, but quite a successful first mission here. So, he destroyed, well, I destroyed 2 parked aircraft and I shot down 1 light aircraft. Let's have a little look at the events log. So as you can see, came in, did our attack run. Then pretty close to the airfield, I shot down this I-16, but yeah, we lost 2 planes, 2 E-7s to enemy fire. Oh my god, I wonder who it is. And then there was a skirmish down here. There was a fight near the base. Another I-16 was shut down by E-7s. And then another friendly E-7 was shot down. It's quite an intense action for our first day. Let's see who made it. Alright, luckily everybody from our flight got home safe. So Lieutenant Kajes destroyed 2 planes on the ground. My Feldwebel colleague Schenk also destroyed 1 plane on the ground. Lieutenant Kinzinger destroyed 2 planes on the ground. And I also destroyed 2 planes on the ground, which here are counted as light kills. Yeah, and shot down 1. So this is an extremely like successful sortie for the first one. And nobody was lost, no aircraft were lost. Pretty happy with that. Well, if you're curious what Theodor's next mission is gonna be, then you're just gonna need to watch the next video.